Welcome to the trekking news of June 2025. My name is Misha Parkinson and I am your host. I will be bringing you the most saucy trekking news that I could find from June. In the breaking news of June 2025, Shosei Iwamoto, the best trekker in the world, has ruptured his Achilles. He did this at Level Up Gathering in South Korea earlier this month. Clips have surfaced of how he managed to do this on his Summary Sampler 2025. However, it blocks out the bit where he actually does the thing to his ankle. We wish Shosei the speediest and the fullest of recoveries so that we can see him trekking at full and peak capacity again. But this has led to some questions being asked. Will we ever get to see a peak Shosei? Will we ever get to see Shosei at Hooked again? Well, we haven't seen Shosei at any gathering really for the past 2 years, so I don't think it makes a difference. Nonetheless, this incident has opened up a new era of trekking. Once again, Shosei, we hope you have a fast recovery, and that when you do recover, we see you at some events around the world. On to other breaking news. Fukage has won his first major international competition at OMFG 2025 against an opponent that is the trekking world champ, Zen Kajihara from Japan. Fukage is only 16 years old, from China, and he managed to rather safely secure his first major victory in a trekking competition worldwide. Two very notable passes from OMFG were Kaige when he started off his first pass with a cheat 16. I'm sorry, I don't know how I'm supposed to stay casual about that because it's a cheat 16. Like, who throws that in a battle? Vanish 9, hook, touchdown rise, swing, snatch cannon, cork in, back out, backflip 360 off one leg with another backflip. Like, okay. Zen Kajihara responded to this combo with a double full in back out, comboing out of the double full in back out into a shuriken and then a raised twist. Kojo has made a full breakdown of the battles at OMFG. Go and check that out, the link in the description below. It was very exciting to see Fukage secure his first major win in an international competition. Now, does this signify a new era of trekking is upon us yet again? This is an exciting time to be a trekker, as the standard for a high-level trekking battle is always elevated with both Zen and Kaige. In this segment, I will be discussing some notable gatherings that occurred during the month of June. The first notable gathering I shall be talking about is the Battle of Fury, which occurred in Connecticut from the 6th to the 7th of June. Congratulations to Dylan Berry for taking out the win against some very respectable opponents from Japan and the United States. Good old Berry Boy is set out to take the world by storm by being invited to go to some respectable international events such as Ikigai and Phoenix Gathering over in Europe. More on these later. Next gathering that we shall discuss is the Barn Gathering. Now this is a very exciting premise for a gathering because it's inside a barn. The gathering promises a crazy weekend of tricks, good times, vibes, food, culture and community, again, inside a barn. Something about this idea really gets me excited, and I really hope to see that this gathering continues. It is also on my bucket list of gatherings to go to around the world. Shout out to the Barn Gathering, which is located in Fowlerville in the United States. Check out the Instagram for more details. Japan has been a major pioneer in the trekking scene for quite some time now, both in the trekkers that they produce, such as Shosei and Zen, etc., but also in the events that Japan does. One notable gathering that just took place at the end of this month is called the Sti Zoo Gathering in Japan. Now, in this gathering, it promises to uphold ideas of culture. The battle floor was also advertised to be about 6 by 6 meters, which is not very much space at all. And in fact, after seeing some clips of this battle floor, the thing that really shocked me the most was, firstly, the battle floor was actually quite small, and secondly, the roof was quite low, and thirdly, the floor did not look like it was even sprung. This puts athletes in a rather tricky situation, as it is difficult to perform technical and intricate combos and also power moves within a very confined and small place. This clip here of Zen doing a cart full in, back out, and swinging out of it on this floor really demonstrates, well, firstly, how crazy Zen is, and secondly, that Japan truly is well ahead in this game called tricking. In the world, tricking is famous. No, it's not actually. But if tricking were famous, it would be famous not necessarily for the tricks that trickers do, even though that is kind of the point, but it is the way that trickers present those tricks. And the most famous way of presenting those tricks is in samplers. In this segment, I will be fanboying over some of my favorite samplers that I got to watch in June. First up is Dylan Berry's sampler, The Berry Patch, filmed and edited by Mike Home, I think that's how you say his last name, from Vertigo. This was an absolute delight to consume. I think I must have watched it about 10 times, and I could easily watch it 10 more times. Firstly, let's discuss the color grading. It was beautiful. It really just matched the outdoor vibes that Dylan was in. Shout out to Mike for the color grading. I love good color grading. The next was, of course, the tricks themselves. Dylan, you absolutely killed it. Next was the storytelling. I absolutely loved how it was the Nintendo theme, or the Wii theme, sorry, with the Gus and the cat and Dylan playing the game of the berry patch, and the angles. There were some very, very, very creative angles that Mike decided to shoot these tricks of Dylan's with. It was a sweet, sweet sampler, and it really makes me feel like eating strawberries. So, the berry patch. The next sampler I'm going to talk about is B&B Paweł Zarewicz. Honestly, I should know how to say this. I'm a Slav myself. This was uploaded by US Zar TY Photo. I'm not really sure if that's how you say the YouTube channel's name, but this was a great outdoor sampler. It was only uploaded a few days ago, but it was a masterpiece. It was all shot in sunsets. It was all shot in nature, in fields, in cityscapes, in concrete jungles. Tricking needs well thought out goodies like this. The tricks were tidy and flowed really, really well with the use of the cinematography and the different angles and the different shots and the music all put together. This is art, okay? If Picasso was a tricker, he would have painted this video, frame by frame, okay? Go and watch it. The last sampler I want to talk about is the Brisbane tricking sampler. Shout out to my boy Vinny over in Australia of putting together this absolutely wholesome, tasteful, and spicy collage edit of the Brisbane tricking community. Now, this sampler really hits the heartstrings for me and makes me proud to be a tricker, and Vinny will not disappoint you in feeling proud to be part of the tricking community. The sampler is about the culture, it's about the community, it's about the vibes, it's about the people. Go and check it out. If you're a true tricker, go and check it out. The good sorts. In this segment, I will be shouting out some underrated trickers, some trickers that are doing good things for the community, and some trickers that have sent me some clips that I like. First up, we have Asaf. I swear that's how he told me to say it. He is from the Israel tricking community, which is a thriving and very vibrant community on the other side of the world from me. Go and watch Noah Ptex, or Ptex, I'm not really sure how to say his name. I'm sorry, Noah, or your last name, I'm very sorry. But go and check out his after movie of The Gathering that just occurred in Israel. Anyway, here's a clip of Asaf hitting a standing double back into a pit from an air track. Good work, man. Keep sending those tricks, keep killing it, keep grinding, keep getting better. Would love to see more. Now, the second tricker I'm going to talk about is very underrated, and he's from New Zealand. Now, I swear, this is not me being patriotic at all, but this guy really does deserve a shout out. Kimball, he is really killing the game here in New Zealand. Here is a video or a clip of him hitting a triple fall combo into triple cork. Now, what makes this clip really impressive is that Kimball actually only hit triple cork for the first time, I think maybe in December of last year, and now he's comboing into it. That is some pretty crazy progression. He is definitely someone to keep your eyes on. All right, Kimball, if you're watching this, I love you. Now, lastly, I have already mentioned this video, but it deserves a double mention because of how good and overall valuable it is for the tricking community. This video is made by Sam Kojo, and it is the breakdown of the OMFG battles that occurred earlier this month in June. Now, this video was also narrated by Sam and Dilk, and they put together some very, very interesting pieces and opinions on the parcels that occurred at OMFG from all the contestants that were competing, and they gave us some very incredible insight as to what counts as a good combo, execution of tricks, whether this person responded well with this pass or whether they didn't, or maybe what they would like to have seen from this person. I think this was a very, very insightful video and very telling of what judges will be looking at in future tricking competitions. I personally think that if you are serious about winning a tricking competition in the future, go and watch this video, go and start taking some notes and developing some battle strategies, because genuinely, I think this video is a massive game changer. On to our final segment, we have the Tricking Forecast, where I shall be discussing future events that are occurring in the month of July 2025. First up, we have Flip the Island Gathering, FTIG, happening from the 5th to the 6th of July on the Isle of Wight in the United Kingdom. This gathering is definitely one to keep a close eye on, because with the Academy having itself over hundreds of students, and a lot of them being very skilled and talented, with a really cool guest lineup, I don't think you want to miss out this one if you're living close to the area, or if you just want to keep an eye on it on the social medias. It is always pleasing to see lots of youthful trickers thriving in a very small place around the world. Next up is the oldest running tricking gathering in the world. Can you guess what it is? It is Loop Kicks. It's their 21st anniversary, held in the Bay Area, California, United States of America, from the July 18th to the 20th, with an insanely stacked lineup including Ethan, Tiki, Zen, Kaige, Fuju, Haruki, and Dylan. We are guaranteed to see some extremely gravity-defying, timeline-altering battles from Loop Kicks this year. Who will take the crown this year? Personally, I would like to see Haruki win this, but he's never usually that consistent in battles, despite him having one of the cleanest and most consistent styles I've ever seen in tricking. Lastly is the Revival Gathering, based in Roseville, United States. The last Revival Gathering gave us some rather memorable games of trick between the likes of current world champ Zen Kajihara and the United States young prodigy Marcus Santos. There was definitely some very, very, very good tricks being thrown in that game of Trick, and hopefully this year's Revival Gathering will also give us some more great games of Trick, as it is another lineup that is very stacked. Here's hoping we have a 4-way game of Trick between Haruki, Zen, Fuju, and Marcus. And that's all for the tricking news of June 2025. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. Comment below if you found it informative or if you have any suggestions. Maybe even for some things that are happening in July that I missed out on or that you would like me to talk about for the next segment. My name is Misha Parkinson and I'm your host of the Tricking News. Until next time.